good afternoon. My name is Amanda and welcome to the Dunn Creative. That is going to be the very last time that I ever say that on a pick a card reading. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe, but the time has come. This channel has gone through some pretty crazy ups and downs over the last year or so, and it's been about 3.5 years, a little over 3.5 years since I started this YouTube channel. And wow, I could never have imagined that we had reached 22,500 plus people. But that being said, it's been pretty much the last year or so that I have just been there. This channel is no longer growing, and if anything, it is just dying a very slow death. I laugh, but really, there's been a lot of frustration in this for me, and you know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result, so I am shaking things up. I will have another video going up sometime this week, maybe next week, but probably this week, going a little more into detail on what exactly is going on this channel and why I've made and come to the decision that I have to move my pick-a-cards to a whole new channel. And this is something I know I've needed to do for about a year now, and of course I'm finally just now taking Spirit's advice. And just so you know, this is going to be a collaboration video with who other than myself. This is going to be a collaboration with my very new channel, Harmony Portal Tarot. And this is usually the part of the collaboration where I plug the person and say how amazing they are, but I'm just gonna allow you guys to go to the new channel, should you choose to, and see for yourself over there. But for any further pick-a-card readings from me, they will no longer be here, so you will have to subscribe to the new channel to be able to get in on any future pick-a-cards after today. But today's topic is going to be what is ending in your life. So hence all the death cards. So if you are new to pick-a-card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to center your energy, and focus in on pile number 1, 2, or 3. And if more than one pile calls out to you, there may be multiple endings in your life. Once you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamps, and I also pin them as the top comment. And please remember, these are general readings, so only take the information that resonates with you, your life, and your situation, and just go ahead and leave the rest behind. And remember, this is a collaboration with my new channel, so to get the full spectrum of this reading, what is ending and then the new beginning that is coming out of the ending, you will have to click the link below to go check out Harmony Portal Tarot, my brand new, as of today, literally created this channel today at the time of your watching this. Of course, I'm filming it ahead of time, so the channel isn't even created yet, but I wanted a very specific birthday for this channel, and away we go. So check out the new beginning coming in after this reading over on my other channel, and please don't forget to subscribe or you will be missing out on any further pick-a-cards from me. Without delaying this any further, we're gonna go ahead and give you a moment to meditate on these cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Hello, pile 1. If you missed my intro, I'm basically explaining that this is going to be my very last pick-a-card reading on this channel, but fret not. All future pick-a-card readings from me, should you choose to see any more, will be over on my new channel, Harmony Portal Tarot. And this is actually going to be a collaboration video with my new channel, Harmony Portal Tarot. In this reading, we're going to be figuring out what is ending in your life, and in the Harmony Portal collaboration video over on the other channel, we're going to be finding out the new beginning that is springing forth from the death of whatever it is you are closing out. So don't forget, when this reading is over, to go check out Harmony Portal Tarot. First thing linked in the description below for you to find. And if you want any future pick-a-cards from me, you will have to subscribe over there to be notified. All right, you guys, so let's find out what is ending in your life. So put that little guy there. And we just use the death card basically to determine, okay, it's the ending. So we're shuffling on camera today. So what is ending for group number 1? And the good thing is, the nice thing is, endings don't always have to be bad. You know, we think, oh, something's ending, that's gotta be bad. But sometimes we want certain things or certain energies to end in our lives. And I really am picking up that vibe for you, that what is ending is something you're already washing your hands of. You're excited about it. So let's just see what is ending for group number 1, please, Spirit. Yes, this is wish fulfillment. So something that maybe hasn't been going your way, you're gonna start seeing a righting of that ship where it's gonna really start going your way. This is recognition, this is reward for a job well done. So you're finally being rewarded or recognized for your efforts, for your talents, for just your beautiful light, where maybe before you weren't. So what is ending is you being ignored or just not being taken seriously in some capacity. All right, so what else do we have going on? Ooh, we have a Hermit card as well, and the Ten of Cups. Wow. Wow, you guys, this is so powerful. This is such a beautiful ending that is indicating a new beginning, because I'm seeing the sunset here as, you know, they are having the time of their lives, this little family here, and they know that when the sun comes up tomorrow, they're going to just continue this beautiful feeling. So you guys might have already started tuning into this feeling. For those of you group number ones that are like, oh, what is this feeling she talks of and how can I get some of this? It's coming for you. This beautiful weight lifted off your shoulders. The sun is finally out again. That North Star is pointing you there. It might though come after a short time of feeling lonely or feeling alone. Just being in your own energy to really feel in and know what is meant for you, what it is that you want, what direction do you want to go moving forward. Maybe you've just been feeling like treading water or a little bit lost, but this lost feeling is ending, and instead you're feeling this empowerment of the tarot, or of the Hermit, I should say. Yes, it is the tarot. This empowerment rather than loneliness that can be indicated when the Hermit is in reverse. But the fact that it came out upright for you, this is what's leading you to that recognition, to that wish fulfillment and happy emotional fulfillment with people in your life. Also, like this to me feels like projects you're completing. So one of the things you might be ending is a project for some of you, and or a job, or maybe you're moving. And so yeah, maybe you're excited about the future, but there is this ending that might feel a little bit bittersweet with it. Others of you, I see good riddance to the past. I am looking forward to the future. Let's bring it on. So yeah, basically what's ending is you feeling not so in control of your life, and what's coming in for you, we will really examine over on Harmony Portal Tarot channel. Pick a card, the new beginning for you. But let's just see any additional guidance you need. Any further messages, please, for group number one. What is ending in their lives? Ooh, we have fire here. It's like you guys are using this fire to purify yourselves, and we have the keyword of passion here. All right, that's too many, but we're gonna keep going. We also have meadow vulnerability. Get one more of these. And power. Yes, you're coming into your own power. You're shining your own light, and you're not afraid to shine this light. That's the beautiful thing here, is you're bringing this passion. This is very phoenix rising from the ashes energy, because you know what is ending? Oh no, the passion for life is ending. No, because I think many of you have been needing or craving or wanting that passion or lust for life to come back, and now it is this ending. This might feel very abrupt for others of you, or for some of you, and then for others of you this feels like it's a very ebb and flow of energy where you're slowly feeling this passion come back into your life. It's almost like someone's turning up the heat, fire. Someone's turning up the heat on that stove to slowly bring something to a boil, rather than like I have an induction oven or an induction stove, so I can boil water in like 60 seconds. Or instead of putting it on, it says P on my Samsung stove, and it says P, and the kids call that power boost when it says P, because the water's going to boil really quickly. But for some of you, for most of you, I actually feel that you're putting it maybe on 7 heat. And, you know, it doesn't just get up to 7 right away. It kind of goes through all the numbers to get up to 7. Whereas maybe that power boost, like my kids call it, would get it up much quicker. You are easing into this. So for those of you who have already had some big abrupt ending in your life, this just might have been where after that ending you felt like you were in limbo for a while. Others of you that have just felt stuck and blah about life, that kind of even limbo energy with just not really knowing the direction, maybe knowing the direction for some of you, but just not knowing how to get there. And then others of you, there is, you know, just this gradual move into your own power. But one of the best ways, with the hermit here, the hermit is getting vulnerable with themselves and only vetting out certain people to show that vulnerability to, those close connections. Because one of the probably worst places we can go and be our most vulnerable selves is in, on social media at times, because you're just opening yourself to all sorts of people. You're sharing your heart, and maybe someone who's having a bad day comes in and just stomps all over what you just said. They take it personally, or they attack you in some way. Vulnerability, in my opinion, you can have a differing opinion, but in my opinion, either you can be vulnerable and just not care how it's received, or the other thing is just show that vulnerability to those that deserve to see past the surface of who you are. However you resonate with that. Ooh, the wax, the bubble just like shot me in the face. And it's like all over the cards here. How interesting. What was I saying right when that happened? I had to get the wax off my cards. But yeah, it's like you're not gonna miss these opportunities to close out these cycles. They are already in your midst. They're literally hitting you in the face. Not in a bad way. It was very gentle. It just kind of startled me a little bit. Like, oh, wow, okay, that's one way. We're going out with a bang over here on the Dunn Creative. Yes, we are. Sorry, I'm just cleaning these up. I'll have to clean these up a little bit later. So, let's go ahead and get additional guidance. What is ending for group number 1? Ooh, we have laughter. So again, that vulnerability. Maybe you felt like you had to be closed off to certain people, and now you're just like, I don't give a ish anymore. I'm gonna show my true light. I don't care how the trolls on the internet take it. I'm gonna be myself. And then honoring your true feelings. Yes, if you feel like laughing at a funeral, you're gonna laugh at a funeral. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting. You're done playing according to everyone else's rules. You're taking your power back. That's what's ending, is you playing small. And she's doing something she enjoys here. She's like doing some crocheting, or maybe possibly knitting. I think I only see one needle or hook here, I guess you could call it. But she looks like she's just very relaxed, hanging out in her natural habitat and doing something she enjoys. And then with the laughter here, of course, we could probably all use a little more laughter in our lives. That's for sure. I know I can. But this to me feels like you, again, vetting out those that you deem worthy of your vulnerability, and those that maybe you showed that vulnerable side to before that just don't understand you, or they made fun of you, or whatever the case may be. You're not here for that energy anymore. You are ready to shine your light. That's what's ending, is you dulling your sparkle. You're shining your own light in all of these cards here. I mean, yes, there's so much light and power. And, even where she's at, with these rapids, these little waterfalls here, water, the windmills in the water, or the water wheel, I never remember what those are called, they can generate power. And in my hometown, we have this dam called Libby Dam, and it generates power for a lot of places. So that body of water it's like generating. And, emotions are representative of water. She's pouring water out here. So as you pour your emotions out, possibly show your vulnerability to, even if it's just to yourself, like you're allowing yourself to feel things that you weren't allowing yourself to feel for years or days or weeks or months or however long, or just, emotions coming up to be felt, to be let go, to move through, so that you can really bring about this passion in your life, this lust for life, this laughter, honoring your own feelings. And, this might seem a little selfish, honor your feelings above others, only vet out certain people to show vulnerability. But no, you are your own really parental figure here. You are the one that has to, figure out who your kid's hanging out with. And by your kid, we mean you. And making sure you're safe and protected and loved. And you're taking on this parental role. So what's ending in your life is you feeling like some sort of victim. Really, that is what we could just boil this down to, is you're closing out the cycle of feeling like others are taking advantage of you, or like you aren't good enough to receive what you want. This is what is ending in your life. Well, I just wanted to say before this complete ending of this reading that I really enjoyed my journey here on the Dunn Creative, and I love each and every one of you, but this is not goodbye forever. It's just goodbye on the Dunn Creative for pick-a-card readings. So please don't forget to go check out part 2 of this reading over on Harmony Portal Tarot, my new tarot channel, and don't forget to subscribe, otherwise you won't be seeing any more pick-a-cards from me here. And as far as what's going to be taking part or place on this channel after today, I do have another video coming out later this week to kind of break down, am I continuing here or do I have something else planned that I'm going to close this completely? You will find that out in the new video later this week. So thank you so much for joining me. Please feel free, of course, to let me know below what you thought, any stories you want to share, just any closing words here on the Dunn Creative for pick-a-cards. I would totally love to hear from you. And as always, thanks again so much for all those likes, those comments, shares, subscribes, and the super thanks. That's the little heart with the $sign down below if you feel so inclined to send a donation to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it because literally your donations have been what has been keeping this channel afloat through these really trying and difficult times over here on this channel. And if you don't want to send a super thanks, you can always send a PayPal donation. Of course, that link is in the description below, and your donations are never ever expected, but always greatly appreciated. And I just wanted to say I love you guys and I appreciate you all so very much. Please, please take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you over on Harmony Portal Tarot. Alright, you guys, bye! Hi there, Group 2! If you missed my intro, I'm basically explaining that this is going to be my very last pick-a-card reading on this channel, but fret not, all future pick-a-card readings from me, should you choose to see any more, will be over on my new channel, Harmony Portal Tarot. And this is actually going to be a collaboration video with my new channel, Harmony Portal Tarot. In this reading, we're going to be figuring out what is ending in your life, and in the Harmony Portal collaboration video over on the other channel, we're going to be finding out the new beginning that is springing forth from the death of whatever it is you are closing out. So don't forget when this reading is over to go check out Harmony Portal Tarot. First thing linked in the description below for you to find. And if you want any future pick-a-cards from me, you will have to subscribe over there to be notified. Okay, now let's go ahead and find out what is ending in your life. Okay, and like I mentioned in group 1, these endings don't always have to be bad. They can be good. All right, let's see. What is ending for group number 1? Okay, so the first card we can't, okay, you can't make this stuff up. The Death card that we started on the back of the deck with. We also have Judgment and the 7 of Cups. So just like group number 1, you guys have 2 major arcana energies already out to play in your reading. The Death card and Judgment, and wow, they really do go hand in hand because the Judgment card a lot of times depicts people literally rising from the dead. That's very crooked up top. There we go, a little better. People rising from the dead, being awakened. So this to me doesn't feel like anyone is dying and then coming back to life physically, but this feels like a very spiritual and even like what you're doing. Maybe you are pulling the plug on something that you loved and cared so much about, that you had a spiritual connection, an emotional connection to, and now you're not sure if this thing is, you know, working out. Pull the plug. Do I stay? Do I go? For some of you, this even could be about a relationship, a job, you know, with a romantic partner. You're like, the options are there. There's options. And you're maybe a little confused or unsure, what option do I take? What do I do? How do I close this one thing out and start something new? And of course, to find out what you start new, you can check out Harmony Portal Tarot over on my new channel to see what new beginning is coming as a result of what is ending here for you. So with this Judgment card, this to me feels like a call to action. You are being woken up, called from your slumber, and you will have the eyes to see what is next for you. Instead of, you know, everything just kind of blurring together, like I don't know what to choose, you're gonna zoom right in on one of them. And it's funny, I went right to the one in the middle here with the key. There's also a key that is hanging from this little trumpet kind of horn here. So you're gonna get the key to unlock what is next for you. And I think because what is ending for you guys is so widely varied, Spirit didn't want to just say, oh, it's definitely a relationship, or it's definitely you leaving a job. I see you guys are so varied widely on this spectrum that there might even be, for some of you, many endings coming. You're like detonating your own towers left and right. Like, I'm closing that, I'm stopping that, I'm leaving that job, that relationship, goodbye. Like, you guys are shaking everything up. And then those of you who are not shaking everything up, you're definitely on the crux of a new beginning, a change you're making to close out one cycle. It's like from day to night. And it's very interesting. We've got night below the day, and then almost a night looking thing below the day as well. So it's almost like you feel, or have felt for a while, like life has been backwards, inside out, and upside down. But what's ending for you is this sense of unbalanced energy, or just feeling unfair, or like things aren't going your way. And you're going to start to see things progress in a way that you feel much better about. Okay, so that being said, let's go ahead and get some additional guidance for group number 2. What is ending in their lives, please, Spirit? But you're definitely leaving with this Death card. This is like a hard done. You're done. If this is the end of a job, a relationship, it doesn't mean that you can never see that person again or visit the people at that job again, but it means that relationship as you knew it was over. If this is some other situation, life as you knew it in that situation is over, and you're using the ashes or the crumbs or the remains of what's left over from this situation, relationship, whatever it is for you, as the fertilizer for your new beginning. And then we have clouds, shape-shifting, very interesting. Yeah, you really are, even if you're staying in the same relationship or situation, there's a dynamic within it that is dead and gone and buried. But to me, you feel very content with the ending of one thing. Maybe it wasn't always easy, or being able to speak your truth, or to hear what someone else has to say that didn't really sit right with you, or someone else called you out and now you realize you have to change something. This could even be your own higher self coming in like, okay, we need to make some changes around here. And you're the one instigating, and it's a very internal, for many of you, this is a very internal shift that you might not see results on the exterior right away. Think of it this way: when someone starts a weight loss journey, or a getting back healthy journey after not treating their bodies and their mental health, spiritual health, emotional health very well for a while, it's a journey. It's not just all about if it is a weight loss journey specifically for health reasons, it's not just about losing the weight. It's about of course losing the weight along the way, but also making those lifestyle changes that are going to fuel your body in a healthy way moving forward, and kind of reverse the damage that was done through eating not so well, or not exercising enough, or whatever it is. And I don't want to trigger anyone if the whole weight loss thing, I know that's kind of a sticky topic, but that's just what Spirit was showing me, so I wanted to say it, because for someone here watching, it might actually be a weight loss journey you're on, and you needed to hear that exact example. All right, what else does Spirit have? I try not to, rock any boats or poke any bears, but, it can happen. Okay, ooh, we have love, and we have vulnerability. This came out in group 1 as well. Okay, yeah. So again, some of you may not be ending the relationship, but you're ending the way you show up in the relationship, or your partner is ending the way they show up in the relationship. And it doesn't have to be romantic partner and romantic love. This could also be parent-child, co-worker situation, soul sister situation, whatever relationship is intuitively hitting for you right now. That's the relationship we are speaking of. If no relationships are hitting for you right now, then this is the relationship you have with yourself. It's almost like higher self and ego, or higher self and human self, if that makes sense. But this is what's shifting and what's changing for you. What is dying, what is ending for you, is not having compassion for yourself, not allowing yourself to really get down in your soul and understand what you want, what you desire, and that the fact that those desires and wants, they're valid and they matter, and you don't have these desires and wants for no reason. You have them because they are part of your destiny. And you're shifting like your whole paradigm. This is spiritual awakening vibes. Some of you might be going through a spiritual awakening or have just recently stumbled into more spiritual territory in your life. And, it can be confusing and you don't really know who to listen to or where to go. But if that is the case, you don't have to listen to anyone. You don't have to go anywhere. Just go within. That is where you can find your most amazing answers for anything in your life, is by going within and listening to the whispers of your higher self. But sometimes we have to check ourselves before we wreck ourselves. This is very, in this case, very different than what we had in group 1. This, to me, I'm feeling is like the ego, or the more human aspect, the more matrix type aspect of our personality or who we are in this pile, is maybe kind of fighting those higher directives or those higher ideas, because either we think, oh, that's going to be a lot of work, or, oh, I could never do that. But the higher self is not going to stop banging on the door like, hey, we should try this, we should try this, we should try this. Eventually, the higher self is going to win, and you're going to give in and be like, okay, here we go. So it's all a matter of, do you want to do this sooner, or do you want to do this later? Do you want to end this relationship now? Do you want to end this relationship later? Or the dynamic within the relationship now or later? Whatever it is for you. Many of you already intuitively know something is not in your best interest, yet you hang on because it's what you know. Even if it's not comfortable, it's still what you know. And for many of us humans out there, we will stay and remain long past the expiration of an uncomfortable situation, because it's ultimately what we know. And when we can, or when it becomes more uncomfortable to stay than it is to go, that's when we will finally make the move. So some of you might be, or might have known, I want to make this shift, I want to make this change for a long time coming. For some of you, this could be decades. For others of you, this could be weeks. For others of you, it might be something that hasn't quite happened yet, but very soon, you will know that, okay, I definitely want to shift this or change this in my life. Wherever you fall on this spectrum, have compassion as you change the shape of who you are on the inside, to have it then reflected on the outside. And there is this element of being vulnerable with yourself and admitting your own desires to yourself. Because I think a lot of us, we think, well, I have enough, I have what I need to pay my bills, I have a roof over my head, and then there's people out there who have it way worse than me. And then we will almost use other people's suffering as an excuse for us not to have the life we want. I know I've done that in the past. It's like, well, if I have, $100 extra, who am I to go buy, some new shoes when there are people out there that don't even have a dinner on their table? Maybe they don't even have a table. And then I'll beat myself up like, well, yeah, I shouldn't have bought those shoes. I should have actually donated that money. Or, that one lady on Facebook that had that GoFundMe, I probably should have donated to that. And then I just start beating myself up about it. This is basically saying that you can have those things that you desire or need. Some of us need these things. We don't necessarily want them, but we have to spend the money to keep going and da-da-da-da-da. But this is you coming to this realization that I can have my, desire and yet also still help other people. So don't feel guilty or that you're being selfish for taking care of yourself and, giving yourself things that are above and beyond just your basic needs. You deserve that. You really do. So that's ending, is where you're feeling guilty, or you're working through, ending a major cycle where you feel guilty for taking time for yourself, or, having, I don't know, I just see someone going through a drive-through and it's like a guilty pleasure drink, or maybe even a little snack. You're like, oh, I just, once a week, it's okay. If you're doing, especially the person on that weight loss journey, if you cut everything out, and this isn't just in a weight loss capacity, but if you cut everything out when you're trying to shift and create a new habit or a new routine, if you cut everything bad out at the, what we deem bad out right away, it's not going to be very sustainable. But if we kind of scale back a little, and then maybe even instead of just getting rid of bad habits or ways of being, we will replace those with things that are more positive or healthy for us. That's the way to do it, rather than just to keep taking away from yourself. All right. What else is ending for group number 2? Please, Spirit. This one. Okay, we have making new friends. I'm going to get into that in about 2 seconds. Oh, this one wants to come out as well. Okay. So some of you might be ending a friendship. And it's been difficult because maybe you've known this person for a very long time. Or maybe someone, okay, wow, I'm getting a major download now. Someone who ended a relationship already, or it's kind of been on the fritz in a way, or maybe you're just kind of on not really speaking terms. You're now regretting that mistake, or regretting that decision, I should say, deeming it as a mistake. Of course, for some of you, maybe it was, and maybe this person can be a part of your life. But for others of you, I think you made the right choice. So, of course, tuning into your intuition is going to be key. If when you think of this person, those of you who haven't spoken to this person, if when you think of this person and your thoughts are primarily, oh, they did this wrong, how could they have said that to me, why'd they treat me, then I think you made the right choice. But if you're primarily missing the good times, the laughter, the fun, the whatever it was you guys did together, then that might be an indication, the fact that you keep thinking of these things, that maybe there's more to explore in this relationship. That might just be a very, very personal message for 1 or 2 people with the friends. But for everyone else, what's ending is you feeling like you can't make new friends. Maybe you just feel awkward socially, or you don't really know how to meet people, or maybe all your best friends are online and you're like, oh, I don't know how to meet people. You're gonna find a way. What's shifting for you is this kind of blockage energy or repelling energy that just keeps people away, and you're gonna start seeing people trickle into your life that actually benefit you and you benefit them. And we have self-reliance here. So what also is ending is you feeling like you have to do it all yourself. And that's such a big thing for my moms out there, my dads out there, the breadwinners out there, the people that feel alone, or like they're, single parents specifically is really coming into my awareness. There's a single parent watching this right now, and you just feel like, if I don't do all these things for my child or my children, then they're not going to get that experience because their other parent just isn't involved. Or even those who are, in a couple relationship and you have children, and you maybe even at times going back to that kind of guilty feeling, that mom guilt of, well, I'm doing this fun thing and my kids don't get to go, or man, I just need 5 minutes to myself to eat a candy bar in the closet so no one takes my candy, because if they see the candy, I'm gonna have to split it in half with them and I get nothing. This is also about you allowing others to help. So don't beat yourself up for not being able to do it all. Allow others, if you feel so inclined, to help you in some way. Take the load off of you in some way. You don't have to be just a one-man band with everything you do in life. You can allow others to come in and help, or at least, take a bit of the load off for you. You don't have to do it alone. So that is what's ending, is you realizing you don't have to do it alone. And even those of you who live alone or are raising children alone, or you feel alone, remember, your higher self is always with you. Your guides are always with you. Your crossover loved ones, your guardian angels, the universe, God, whatever you call to, is with you through everything, the good, the bad, and everything in between. So what's ending is you feeling disconnected, or like you have to go it alone. What's actually coming in, we will get into over on Harmony Portal Tarot reading for what new beginning is coming into your life. So that being said, I had fun hanging out with you guys here on the Dunn Creative for all of these pick a cards the past 3.5 years. I'm gonna miss it a little bit. Yet at the same time, I am very excited to move over, bring some new energy with Harmony Portal Tarot. I just feel this weight lifted off of this channel, and I am going to be posting a video later this week, maybe early next week. I'm not sure of the date yet. Haven't filmed it yet, so that kind of remains to be seen when I get this video out on this channel, for letting you guys know a little more behind the scenes of why I made this decision, what was actually going on this channel, spill the tea a little bit on that, and what is the future of this channel, if there is one at all. I will let you guys know all of that. I've got a bird friend out my window talking. But yeah, If you want any future further pick a card readings from me, though, you will have to subscribe over at Harmony Portal Tarot. First thing linked in the description below, and also check out the second part of your reading for what new beginnings are ahead for you. Please feel free to let me know below what you thought. If you have any questions about what's going on here, or you're leaving, what's happening, I'd love to hear from you. This will be the last pick a card reading here that I will be able to hear from you. So please let your voice be heard if you should choose to let it be heard. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and your super thanks. It's a little heart down there right below the video with the $sign in the middle, and that is where you can send a donation to the channel if you feel so inclined. And of course, your donations that are given here will be applied to the new channel for sure. And for those that don't want to send a super thanks but still want to donate, I also have my PayPal linked in the description below. And your donations are never expected but always greatly appreciated. All right, you guys, and I hope to see you over at Harmony Portal Tarot from now on. This is your last pick a card from me on the Dunn Creative. All right, you guys, bye. Hi, group number 3. If you missed my intro, I'm basically explaining that this is going to be my very last pick a card reading on this channel, but fret not. All future pick a card readings from me, should you choose to see any more, will be over on my new channel, Harmony Portal Tarot. And this is actually going to be a collaboration video with my new channel, Harmony Portal Tarot. In this reading, we're going to be figuring out what is ending in your life, and in the Harmony Portal collaboration video over on the other channel, we're going to be finding out the new beginning that is springing forth from the death of whatever it is you are closing out. So don't forget, when this reading is over, to go check out Harmony Portal Tarot. First thing linked in the description below for you to find. And if you want any future pick a cards from me, you will have to subscribe over there to be notified. All right, so let's go ahead and find out what is ending in your life, what is dying away to be able to act as the fertilizer for a new beginning for you, which you can check out Harmony Portal Tarot for your new beginning reading, the second part of this reading. And don't forget to subscribe, because otherwise you won't be seeing any further pick a cards from me, because that is where they're going to be at from now on. All right. So what does group 3 need to know about what is ending in their life, what is dying away, what is closing out? All right, let's find out. We have here the King of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Death. You can't make this up. The Death card actually came out in group 2 as well, so the energies are very ripe with change. The winds of change are blowing in. Yeah. So what's really dying away is you feeling powerless, or you feeling, we kind of got this vibe in group 2, so I want to say you guys are already pretty linked. The fact you both got the Death card out, and we did talk about spirituality quite a bit in group 2, but you're shifting either the way you view your spiritual side, or you're bringing more of your spiritual light online. But really, in order to do that, some of the darkness has to die away, which is such a good thing. This is a good thing. It's allowing you to feel more in control of your own destiny, your own reality, not to feel like a victim or like someone else is pulling all the strings. I just see like this puppet with the strings like going, and you feel like you're the puppet. Something or someone above you is pulling all these strings or holding you back in some way. But look, we have here in the background, we have the sun coming out. And I just heard it's always darkest before the dawn. So many of you might even be in what we would call in the spiritual community a dark night of the soul. You feel very just like, what else could go wrong? And of course, you're probably not wanting to even say that out loud, because I don't want to tempt, the universe to make anything else go wrong. But no, you're closing out this cycle where you feel everything is difficult and hard and confusing, and you feel like some sort of victim. You're taking your power back. You are tuning more into your higher self and your intuition, and clearing any illusions or confusions surrounding who you are, what you're here to do, what does it all mean. You're clearing this out. These old belief systems are crumbling away again to act as that fertilizer to spring forth this new, more authentic, more pure version of yourself. Really, it's not new as far as the other realms go. That is just who you are. That is your authentic self, your authentic state. but it might be new to you in this incarnation, if that makes any sense. All right, what else is dying or shifting or changing for group number 3? Ooh, there's that wind. We got activation. Ooh, we got Milky Way perspective, and we have, this came out in group 2 as well. Okay, yeah, I'd say you've got a definite message in group 2. If you don't feel called to group 2, don't watch it. But if you were kind of wondering, I don't know, check it out. Or if you're here from group 2, hi. Hi. We're just repeating some of these things, but I see nuance. I see difference between the 2 piles. And I think that's specifically because not everyone is going to watch both piles, and that's why. So, yes, you definitely are being spiritually activated. Your higher self is coming online to help shift your perspective of, you know, that victim status we were talking about. You're no longer going to feel like a victim or life's happening to you rather than for you. You're going to really see the light. I mean, she's sitting here begging, kind of praying. All she needs to do is turn around and see the light. Because really, death is the illusion. Yes, we physically do lose our body when we die, but who we are, our essence, our soul, our spirit, it lives on and on and on and on, and nothing could destroy it. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. So many of you are having this hard realization that, you know, even if life doesn't go your way, even if relationships end and, you know, life looks really difficult, nothing could ever keep you down, like 100% forever down. You're rising back up. Phoenix rising from the ashes. We got that kind of analogy in group 1 as well, but you guys really are seeing things from a much higher perspective, higher self vibes as well, and you're being activated. Some of you might even be having a lot of wind going on in your area. Like, wow, it's super windy today. It's not usually that windy, but like, man, it was windy just walking to my car or whatever it was, wherever you were. I see someone at like a soccer game or a football game and you're just cold because it's windy. But I got this, I heard the winds of change. I can't remember if it was you guys or if this was group 2. You guys are so linked. The energy is very similar. But if I didn't say it in your group, I'm just seeing the winds of change come in. I want to say it was this group. I can't remember. It's when I'm channeling, when I get in the zone, yes, I can remember some things, but sometimes they run together as well. But yeah, you're being activated. This is higher light. This feels like soul purpose energy to me, if I'm being real honest. This is your soul calling you to make some changes, to maybe blow people away. Not like, you know, in a gangster movie where you're killing someone, but like blow them away, wow people. That's not why you're doing it, but your actions, you taking your power back and you feeling motivated and confident and just ready to conquer your next project, your next job, your next relationship, and not conquer in like an aggressive way, but like you're all in on something. And that is really going to inspire other people. But again, that's not why you're doing it. You're not doing it to get clout or, you know, fame in any sort of way. You're just doing it because it's on your soul to do it. And as a result, you're getting the clout, you're getting the fame, you're getting the recognition. So you not feeling seen or heard, I think that came out in group 1, is also kind of ringing true in this reading as well, where you are seeing yourself in a new light, and others around you are also seeing you in a new light, which is pretty powerful. And I'm going to really quickly restart my camera because I see it's about to go off. That's so much better than it cutting off and then me having to have a still shot of the table while I put my voice over it. We don't want to go out like that. This is our last reading on the Dunn Creative. We can't go out like that. All right, what else does group 3 need to know about these endings in their life? All right, kick up your heels and honor your true feelings. This came out in group 1. I just want to go out on a limb and say some of you watching group 3 maybe have watched all 3 piles, and that's why a lot of times group 3 has so many energies in it. I don't know why that is, but I can definitely see that at least a handful of you have watched all 3 piles. Thank you! Thank you for the watch time. I appreciate that, and I hope you got something out of it. But really, what's ending is you feeling like you can't do what you want. You can't do what you enjoy. Because now instead of feeling like that victim, you're like, screw that. I'm honoring my feelings. I'm doing my self-love, my self-care. I'm having more fun. This is such a, like, ringing example of what we had in group 1. Instead of kick up your heels, they had the laughter card in this position, which is similar. Because when you see a little foal or a filly, little horse, kicking up its heels, it's just the cutest thing. You're just like, wow, amazing. And it's funny, we've got 2 white horses, the one that Death rides in on, an adult, more mature stallion-looking horse here, and then a younger, more feminine-looking unicorn, or alicorn, I should say. It's got the wings and the horns. So it's like you're upgrading from trying to be in your more masculine energy to allowing that divine feminine to flow in as well. But for those of you who've been more in your, you kind of embodying this more crone energy of almost victimhood. I'm really seeing a victimhood. It's like she's begging, please don't take my family, please don't hurt me. When really all she needs to do is realize nothing could hurt me. And I know, it's so much easier said than done because, we're in this body for this time, for this incarnation, and we forget who we are and the power that we wield when we are on the other side. But this is about you embodying this more carefree, youthful, and feminine nature, receptive energy. I don't mean feminine as far as, gender. I mean feminine as far as receiving, nurturing, relaxing, resting, getting rest. And, the feminine is the more dark energy, the masculine is the more light energy. So more moon, more nighttime. Maybe you've got a lot of nighttime activities. Wow, for one person here too, I actually see those that suffer from insomnia. You might be getting some relief with your insomnia coming up, and it's actually closing it out. You've learned whatever lesson this insomnia was trying to teach you. So where, not to say it's gone forever, but I think it's really gonna die down a little bit so that you can actually get rest at night. As you honor your true feelings more and more, your insomnia and maybe even feeling tired. I just feel someone that needs more sleep. You're not getting sleep, even though you show up to sleep. Even if this looks like you if you work from home or, you have time during the day, if you can even just lay on your bed or, those that do work, if you go grab lunch in your car or something, just, take 5 minutes to close your eyes, even if you don't fall asleep. And of course, set an alarm if you're afraid you're going to fall asleep and miss work or something. But, just allow yourself to rest your eyes and just kind of relax for 5 minutes. That could be a game changer for some of you. But this feeling of being perpetually tired, no matter how much sleep you get or don't get, you're just like almost like a zombie through the day. Like, I'm just so tired. I can't focus. I'm tired. I just want to sleep. I'm tired. That's ending for some of you. And that's been a major thorn in some of your sides. I'm seeing that someone watching this right now is like, oh my gosh, thank the Lord. Thank you. Hallelujah. We're changing this. Yeah, this is like a major, and I think that has to do for some of you with this spiritual upgrade that you have going on, is this dark night of the soul energy. Is when we come out of the dark night of the soul, we start to get more energy. We feel rejuvenated. We don't feel weighed down by everything. We don't feel that rock bottom hard surface on our back anymore. We're starting to feel like weightless and lifted up. Wow, that is it, Group 3. We have come to the end of the very last pile of the very last reading on the Dunn Creative. I can't believe I'm saying that right now. But I just wanted to say thank you all for joining me on this wonderful journey that I have been on here on this channel in the last 3.5+ years now. I'm gonna miss it, but at the same time, I am very excited about what the new means over on my new channel, Harmony Portal Tarot. This is not the end of the road for your reading. Now go over to Harmony Portal Tarot to find out what you can expect as a new beginning as a result of this stuff ending in your life. And we've kind of tuned into some energy of, what is coming about because of it, but we're really going to go into depth over on the other channel. And please don't forget to subscribe over there, or you will not be seeing any more pick-a-cards from me, because this channel, I will let you know, I do have one more video coming out on this channel to kind of let you know more in depth of why I decided to pull the plug on this channel and what all was going on with that, and am I completely pulling the plug on this channel, yes or no? I guess that remains to be seen in the next video coming out either later this week or next week. I haven't decided quite when that is. I haven't filmed it yet, but I gotta look at my schedule and get that going. And just kind of explain. I just didn't want to make this video duck and dodge. I wanted to be able to explain a little better why it took me to this decision to leave, and the fact that it actually occurred to me about a year ago that I should do that, and then I didn't, and then I just kept holding on and holding on. And you know the definition of insanity that I talked about in the intro. Doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Yeah, so I'm shaking everything up. I'm shaking it up, waking it up, breaking it up to do something new. I'm excited. And please feel free, you guys, to let me know below what you thought of this reading, what you think of me leaving this channel, starting something new. I love to hear from you guys. This is your last opportunity to come in, you know, on any quote-unquote new pick a card for me on this channel. So let your voice be heard if you want it to be heard. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things, including those super thanks. That's the heart with the $sign in the middle down right below this video. That is how you can donate to the channel. If you got anything out of your reading, I would greatly appreciate it. Of course, your donations are never ever expected at all, but you know, you guys just make my day when you send a donation, and all your donations either go back into the channel or they do go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019, and I'm still trying to get her out of a camper that she's been living in since. And if you don't want to send a donation through YouTube, you can always also check out my link for PayPal below as well. And that's gonna do it for here on the Dunn Creative. Very bittersweet vibes, but I am excited for the future. So please don't forget the second part of your reading over on Harmony Portal Tarot, and I hope to see you over there, you guys. All right,